Good morning, boys and girls. I hope you're doing well today on this hot day. Well, today we're going to read another Pete the Cat book. This one is Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. You guys get sad when it's time for bed? There's probably so many other things that you'd like to do, like stay up and watch TV, or play games, or play with your toys, visit with your family. There's all kinds of things that would want us to stay out of bed. But today we're going to find out why Pete has the bedtime blues. So this is the front, the cover, right? And it tells us the title, and it tells us the author's name, which is Kimberly and James Dean. This is the back, and look, there's all the characters that are in the story. And here's the spine. So let's read this story. I'm going to turn you so you can get a better look at it, okay? Alright, Pete the Cat and the Bedtime Blues. Look, there's a little tiny Pete right there in his PJs. Look at all the different pictures of Pete. Look, he's brushing his teeth in that one. Dressed up as a dinosaur. In a box. So funny. All right. Pete the Cat and the gang had a great day. They had been at the beach, surf and sun, and tons of fun. But when the sun went down, they didn't want the fun to end. Pete had an idea. Hey, how about a sleepover? More time for tons of fun. This one says groovy. Pete's place, let's go. The party was far out, but they knew that they couldn't stay up all night. The gang decided it was time to say goodnight. On went the pajamas and out went the light. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete was just about to catch some Z's when, clap, clap, clap. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Grumpy Toad. I don't want to go to bed. I want to clap instead. Pete covered his head. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Time to sleep. Pete tried to catch some Z's when, rat-a-tat-tat. Who did that? Pete asked. It was me, said Gus the platypus. I don't want to go to bed. I want to jam instead. What kind of instrument is he playing? Playing the drums, right? Pete covered his head. This cool cat needs to go to bed. Time to sleep. Good night, Gus. Good night, Alligator. Good night, Toad. Good night, Pete. Pete closed his eyes to catch some Z's when he heard munch, munch, munch. Pete had a hunch. It was Alligator. He was always up for eating. What could Pete do? What's this alligator eating? Pizza. All the clapping and all the rat-a-tat-tatting and munching was giving him the bedtime blues, and Pete had a groovy idea. He got out his favorite bedtime story and he started to read, first to himself and then to the gang. The storybook title is Pete the Cat and 10 Little Monsters. Pete noticed it was finally quiet. No more clapping, no more rat-a-tat-tatting, and no more munching. They all settled down, and no one made a sound. Pete yawned and turned off the light. Good night. Sleep tight. Time to catch some Z's. Tomorrow was another day for surfing, sun, and tons of fun. The end.
They were all dreaming the same thing.
Did you see that in that last page? They were all dreaming the same dream of going back to the beach and playing and having fun. Do you guys like going to the beach? I know I do. I like to go and have my feet in the sand and then have the waves just hit my legs and everything, and it just feels so good. Do you like going to the beach? I hope so. All right. I'll see you tomorrow, boys and girls. Love you. Bye.